I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and today's question comes from friend of the program, Mr. Ruskin, who wants to know my thoughts on the phenomenon known as NIMBYism. If you're unfamiliar, this is the idea that whenever there's any change that's coming to a community, whether it's a new building, a new road, a change in the design or makeup of how this community will be, there's often a large contingent of voices that are opposed to it, and not necessarily because they disapprove of whatever the project is, whether it's a new school or a stadium or what have you, but rather they oppose to its proximity. The idea that while it might be nice to have a delightful new wind farm to help power us in a clean, energy-efficient way, but I don't want those wind farms anywhere near me. NIMBY, not in my backyard. And it's a remarkable phenomenon to see because it does indeed often come up regardless of where one is. A red state, blue state, out in the country, in the midst of a bustling metropolis. No matter where you go, NIMBYism seems to always have a place. And I must confess, as someone who grew up in Providence, who saw myself as a son of that beloved city, I too would often find myself opposed to any change. Although my preference would have been for nothing to have changed since the 17th century, but, well, no one was asking me. Still, I must say, now that I find myself living in a literal closet, I am much more sympathetic to the idea of perhaps putting in a little bit more urban density. Although, who we should ask is Mr. Kessler. Mr. Kessler, you're a member of your local council and you're part of the Planning and Zoning Commission. What do you have to say? What do you think about NIMBYism? You must have thoughts.
Oh, you might think so, but I couldn't possibly comment.
How very bold and brave of you. Good luck with your mayoral campaign. You're going to need it. As always, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Thank you.